Is it on? Anyway, welcome back. Oh shit. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, I would say. I moved. Who the fuck is that? I moved. If you can't tell, moving to a new apartment. Got a new job, which means I can finally talk about my crazy boss, my old boss. She was disgusting and evil, and she was crazy. What fears me most is if she would find this video, but I'm just gonna say what I need to say anyway. That bitch was crazy. She sexually harassed all the boys, constantly. She was just very bad at managing a business. She hired so many people. Everyone's hours got cut, because the store can't have so many people. You can't have that many people working at one location, yet no one's coming into work. Literally no one would come into work. The most dysfunctional store ever. She was always trying to sell weed and trying to sell Xanax to me all the time. I could tell, because I told her I used to be an addict, because she overheard me talking to some lady about what are they called, Alcoholic Anonymous meetings, and I was like, we're Narcotics Anonymous, and I was like, ma'am, where can I find some of those here? And she overheard me. She's like, are you an addict? And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't want to talk to my boss about this. And she's all like, oh, what were you addicted to? I used to shoot meth. And I was like, girl, I don't know. Fucking, I'm not trying to talk about that stuff. It's so weird. She was like, you like Xanax? You like Xanax? And girl, of course I fucking like Xanax, but the fuck? She was always at work, because, okay, the bitches at my old work were ridiculous. It wasn't even many of them. It was just this one girl, and she was just awful. And my boss would always kind of talk shit about her to me, and I was like, yeah, girl, I don't like her either. Because, okay, this girl made me pissed off because she was always loud and very negative and rude for no reason, and it just was super annoying. And she would complain and scream and not scream but yell and be so loud and me complaining, and it was never anything positive. So it was just very draining to be around someone just constantly complaining. It's one thing to ignore people talking around to you or whatever, but it's so hard to ignore someone when you're in a space close to them and they're yelling. Shit is just so hard. And I don't know, it just stressed me out. And I don't know, that bitch just really stressed me out, because she fucking, bro, she always had an attitude for no reason. Fucking shit was annoying. It pissed me off, and my boss knew it, and I was like, but then she tried to talk shit about her to me, and I'm like, no ma'am, I see what you're trying to do, because I'm not going to talk shit about one of my other coworkers to my boss, because that lady would go and tell her. Also, I'm not much of I don't complain to people about others, in the sense of in a work environment. If someone's pissing me off, I'm not gonna be excuse me, fire her. I would love to get her fired myself, but I just don't believe in how do you put it? I just don't believe in impacting someone else's life like that. Just because I don't like them. I don't know, I just feel that's kind of yeah, I get it, you can be petty, but I'm not going to get you fired from your job because you're annoying. You just need to fix your attitude. I don't want you to not be able to live, and not have money, whatever. But yeah, that bitch was annoying, and my boss would always try and talk shit about me to her, and like try and get me to dish, and I'm like, no ma'am, I have nothing to say to you. And then she would go talk shit about me to the other girl, and I'm like, or she would like talk shit about me to other coworkers, like while I was in the back room, and I'm just like hearing about it, like, Miss Thing, you are all over the place. And she's like telling me about how she has 3 husbands and all this shit, and how she's fucking got pregnant with a kid. She's fucking pissed she got pregnant because she doesn't want a fucking kid because her kid's annoying, but she loves her baby so much, but it's like the most annoying kid ever you can have her. This bitch was crazy, bro. She's a crackhead, bro. She was a crackhead. Because, yeah, she was like, girl, I used to shoot meth. I'm like, you know, we all have our fair share of experiences, but I don't want you to share those with me. Because now, like, I already could tell this bitch was a tweaker from the moment I saw her. I know. And if you know what a tweaker looks like. They have that look. If you have smoked meth ever, I know from the start. I know from the start. I don't know. So, like, I don't know. I just kind of, I don't want to say I lost respect for her, because I didn't lose respect for her because she was an addict. I lost respect for her because she was, like, super crazy and all over the place, and she was super fake. Yeah, she was just pretty fake. She told me she would give me Lil Wayne concert tickets and got me mad excited for them. And I told my boyfriend that I was going to give him the tickets, and he could take his friend or his brother or whatever he wants to do, take his fucking mom, I don't know. And this lady never came through. She like just never came through with them. And then I see her at work, and she's like, oh, did you not get my text? I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, ma'am? Did you not get my text? I'm like, about what? And she's like, the concert's delayed for like 2 weeks, you know, like, I'm like, okay, but do you have the tickets though? Like, I don't think she ever had them to begin with. Cause she told me, okay, so what exactly happened was that there was the concert, she told me she'd give me the tickets in November. Concert was in January. January rolls around, week of the concert comes up, she says, oh, I'm getting the tickets, but I'm busy. The guy who's giving me the tickets is a very busy man. He doesn't have time for all this kind of small stuff, you know? So I'm like, you know what, damn, I'm not trying to bother you about it like that, you know? So I gave it a rest. But the day before the concert, she tells me, if I fucking had them, like, I would tell you all this shit. Like, day of the concert, I hear nothing from her. That shit pissed me off. Because that was basically... See, I should have never relied on her for that. You should never rely on anyone. I shouldn't even have ever told my boyfriend that this concert was a thing or anything, because he got all excited, and then this lady never came through with him. Then I see her at work, and she was all like, oh, let me tell you what happened. The day before the concert, she had called me, and she was like, can you come in for a shift? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I hang up the phone, and I remembered I was high, because I smoked weed. And I called her back. I was like, under no circumstances can I come into work. I'm sorry I just said yes, but yeah, I can't come into work. Because at that point, I just started smoking again, and I was not going to go into work high on marijuana. No, no. And yeah, so she was like, why would you say that, girl? I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot about something, I really can't come in. The next day, you know, the concert happens, I don't hear anything. I come into work, I see her, and she says, if you say you're going to come into a shift, you have to come in. That's why you don't get concert tickets. And I was like, what? You're telling me you didn't give me these tickets because I didn't come into a shift that I wasn't even scheduled for? And I was just like, I didn't say anything to that. I just like walked out of the back room, you know? And then a few minutes later, she comes back out and she's like, but are you still gonna go? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, did you not get my text? I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, like the concert was, the concert was delayed because it was rainy. It's in 2 weeks. And yeah, it's in 2 weeks. I'll text you. I texted you all the stuff. And I was like, this bitch lying, Your Honor. Oh my god, I just still cannot believe her. She really, like, never even had them to begin with, or she was just super petty and, like, didn't give them to me just because I didn't come in for that shift. And then she was all like, I could tell she noticed I got mad, and then she was like, whoa, but wait, are you gonna go? Like, she made up some shit. This woman lied like crazy. I still wish I never found out her zodiac sign, but I need to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go because my phone's probably going to poop out on me with the storage space, because my storage space sucks. But I'm sick as fuck, like so sick, like my nose, it's like you can't. So I'm gonna hit this bong, and it's gonna be funny, because it's not gonna be funny for me right now, but when I watch this video in like a few months, because I never really watched my videos before I post them, when I watch this video, me dying, this is gonna be funny. So I don't know, this isn't gonna be funny to me right now, but it'll be funny later. I'm so sick, but it's like I have to keep smoking weed. Here I go. Oh my god. So I shaved, I shaved the peach fuzz off my face. So now whenever I get tingles, I feel goosebumps on my face. It's funny. Also, my foot's falling asleep. Oh, I was gonna show y'all my feet, but then I remembered, like, that shit costs money. Okay, y'all. Peace out, y'all. I fucking love you guys. Bye, y'all. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow.